Welcome to Capture the World with D. Interviews with companies and individuals to learn more about digitally capturing the built world. Video, drone, 3D tours, pictures, panoramas, and more. And now your host, a social influencer and community activist, D. Johnson.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Capture the World with D. I'm your host, D. Johnson. My guests today are the co-founders of 3DVista, experts in the art of immersive imaging. It's a great product, and I can't wait to learn more. So without further ado, please help me welcome the two co-founders, Jose Ruiz and Larissa Lindemann. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining me today.
Hey,
Hi, Dee.
how are you?
Pleasure.
You guys look awesome. I know you're based out of Spain, so thank you for staying up late to join.
Sure.
Pleasure.
So I've had a lot of people very interested in your product. There's a lot of buzz going
Mhm.
around in the industry right now, so this is great that you agreed to take some time out of your busy day to talk with us.
Sure, we're
Our
happy
pleasure.
to.
All right, so let's start out by telling us a little bit about the background of you two and how you founded 3D Vista.
Sure. So basically, Jose founded it already back in 1999. So a long, long time ago.
Wow, yeah.
Whoa.
And yeah, he's been doing it ever since. He survived two dot-com bubbles with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's been going strong. And I only joined, 7 years ago, I think?
Yeah, makes sense.
6, 7 years ago, something like that. And that was basically just because, well, he was based out of Spain in Granada. And I was studying here. I did my semester abroad. And I kind of got to know him on the weekend, actually, casually. And that's how we met. And when I finished my university studies, I just said, well, I'll stay here for half a year and support you a little bit in the company. And I liked it so much that I stuck around for 7 years now.
You make a big difference in the company, I have to say. Big difference.
So he
Yes,
made you stay, he made you move to Spain from
yes, from Germany. I'm
Germany.
actually from Germany. Yes, I studied in Germany. And like I said, I did my semester abroad here. Then I finished my studies in the Netherlands. And then I
Oh,
finally
wow.
returned here for good. Yes,
Mhm.
Ah, okay. So he
yeah.
probably likes you a lot, and your parents probably don't like him.
My parents actually forbid my siblings to do semesters abroad because they don't want to lose
I've
another
done it.
child.
I understand that feeling completely.
Mhm.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
So tell us about what is 3D Vista and how did this all get started?
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, actually, we started as a service company. I mean, back in 1998, I was actually offering first virtual tours here in Spain. But the offer in the software was really limited.
Hmm.
So we didn't really feel like what we had, like the tools we had, were good enough. So we decided to create our own tools. And what happened is that at
that
the
was
end,
you and a friend, right?
yeah, it was two of us, yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens, like people at the end, they wanted to buy the software, not the services. So we actually changed the model, software company. But we actually
Yeah.
started like our clients are now,
Yeah. So a lot
selling
of good
services.
companies start that way. They're doing something and
Yeah.
they see this need that nobody's filled. And
Mhm.
back that's you started a long time ago. I think you're one of the
Oh, yeah.
oldest 3D companies that I've talked with.
I don't think there's another one alive from that
From
time.
back then,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
yeah.
that was way back when 3D really wasn't
Mhm.
even a thing, right?
No, no, internet was like, I mean, wasn't really a thing. I mean, we had still modems, and it was hard to sell. I have to say that
Did
we were
we wait?
pioneers. Yeah.
Did we have the wheel back then and fire yet? No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
It
it
was
was
just invented.
it was actually last millennium. So
Yeah,
it's a long
right,
time.
last millennium.
Yeah.
And actually, I mean, it's funny because Jose doesn't really have a technical background at all. He's a biologist
Yeah.
and he just loved photography. So he just went around because Granada is a really pretty city. For
Hmm.
anyone who hasn't been, you should go. And he just went around and created 360 images of his city to kind of represent
Ah.
everything. And then he got frustrated because he couldn't mount proper material with like software that was out there. And that's how he started to kind of play around and create a software that was only meant for them to be using or for their own purposes. But then people knocked on their doors and were like, yeah, your services are really cool, but can we also use your tool?
Yeah, that's how some of the best companies are born, out of this necessity, right? And it's great that you did the photography end of it, so you know what people go through.
Yeah. No, actually, I mean, I think that was a good advantage at the beginning. I am not I mean, we have clients that are absolutely artists. I mean, the people, I mean, what we see the people do, I don't have that level at all. But I mean, at that time, like digital cameras were starting to arise, and it was very, very, I don't know, I think it was an exciting time. So.
Yeah, cool. All right. So tell us more about 3DVista. Do you want to share your screen? Because I'll let you share your screen.
I think that actually everybody, I mean, the best thing that they can do is just go to our website and check our samples. I don't know if you want to share, Dee, but I think we have pretty decent samples in our website and for several industries. So maybe, I don't know, you want to just share?
Yeah, let's go to your website. Do you want to drive? I'll let you guys drive.
Let me try and figure out the technology here.
Don't ask Jose. He's not technical.
Sorry, I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yep. Okay. That's perfect.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, here you can see a little bit of a technology, proprietary technology that we had, like basically since the beginning. We call it live panoramas. Basically was the idea was to be able to see how a scene changes in time. It doesn't have to necessarily be day and night. It could be between seasons. It could be by the years. This is actually now applied to a lot of construction.
To show the different stages of construction. So you can see
wow, I didn't even realize that. It's going from day to night. I didn't even see that. Whoa.
Yeah.
So you can probably see there. And
maybe do you want me to open it in the
I mean, we have the actual sample.
That's cool. I just thought it was a 3D pano. I didn't realize that it was changing.
No, it's a special pano.
That is so cool.
And yeah, like Jose said, let me switch up the music.
Okay, here's an example of what their software can do.
Now, there we go. So this is a fun example, which shows from, like Jose said, from day to night. But it also has really, really useful applications where you can show, say, a house in different seasons, like from the exact same angle. You can show it in summer and fall and winter.
Oh, cool.
Or the construction sites, which show a house in like really, really raw, and then I don't know how you call it.
Yeah, like all the way through the stages where you just see the studs and then it goes to the finished product.
Yeah, so you can see where the pipes go in the walls and everything. It's really, really useful.
So when you're drilling a hole in your wall, you don't hit a sewer pipe like I did once.
Exactly.
Yes. That's one. Yeah.
And that was a really cool sample that we did, I think 2 years ago already.
This one, no,
3 years ago. Even.
That's just a cool image. Look at that.
That's actually, we took this one when us
too.
Yeah, you can zoom in and something. You can also actually you can have giga panorama, so you could zoom all the way to any window there. I mean, but this technology has been with us for, I would say, 13 years, something like that. It's not new. It's just that, I mean, we think it's pretty spectacular, the results.
Yeah. So one of the things that you guys are known for is that your software is very powerful, and there's a lot of things you can do with it.
Yes.
Yeah, we started, actually, the idea at the beginning was to be powerful, but simple, easy, like really easy to use. And we are becoming a little bit of like the most powerful software, but actually that comes with a cost, and is that you need a little bit of time to learn how to actually take advantage of everything that the software offers.
Yeah, so a little bit of a learning curve. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of
But then once you get it, you can do amazing things with, like, our skins are so powerful. You can build entire websites. People just use our tool for creating a website with different skins and buttons and modes that change. And so it's worth the learning curve.
This software is probably more aimed to storytellers. This is not the typical software you can find that is going to let you put some panoramas together with some hotspots. This is actually software for creating stories and telling them. So it's not for everybody, really. I don't think that.
If you just want to link panoramas and nothing more.
Of course you can, but I mean.
You can, and that's easy. That doesn't even have a learning curve in them.
Well, yeah, but we'll get to this later, but the price is right. So if you want to use it just for, like if I'm a real estate photographer and I just want to do a virtual tour of the home, the price is pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, and it's super easy. I mean, linking those panoramas is a matter of seconds.
Yeah, in 2 minutes you
maybe
can
2 minutes,
literally create a
I
mean,
so there's value in that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, so I mean, the idea is that 3Vista is a powerful software. It's really like the
You
Photoshop.
can take it as far as you want, really. Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at some other examples. So I did see one where you started an aerial view, and that was actually one that one of your very big customers
you mean
did.
This one, probably. This one?
Okay, that one's good. Okay. So here, this is what you were talking about. This is storytelling, and this is where a lot more real estate agents are starting to tend towards this, where they don't just show you the house, but they want to show you the neighborhood and give you a feel for what it's like if you purchase that house. Can you imagine yourself? Look, in this case, you've got the beach. So is this the life you want, being right next to the beach? What are some of the stores nearby? So you could add all of that information. And I like this overview, and drone footage is also becoming more popular. So that's nice how you start out. So you get some context. Where's this house? Now I know it's right next to the beach. Oh, there you go. How nice.
Yeah, and that's actually a live panorama as well. So you can see this is daytime, and then it kind of moves. It's very slow, but here you move to night.
Wow. Oh, that's so cool.
The story behind this tour is actually, this is the house of a friend. And he just asked us, the team, to go there, spend 1 week in the house, and try to capture the essence of the house, everything that you could do. It's just not a house, it's a house with, you have cooks and chefs and a lot of activities to do. So the idea was to try to capture all that in the tour. So if you go into this tour, you will see that there's a lot of videos, 360 videos.
Yeah, there's really cool videos. I don't want to open that because I think we will have latency. So people should just click here and check out all the videos that support the tour.
So you can embed videos, you can embed whole Matterport tours, right?
Yeah. So we have a couple of videos here where you can just choose from the videos. You can also embed 360 videos. These are the 360 videos where we kind of just recorded live in 360, but in a video. And what else is special about this? Well, we have a lot of photo albums if you just want to show like the really cool standard photos. Floor plans, anything you want in here, house info.
So you can have a floor plan with the photos mapped on there that you've taken, right?
Yes. So in this case, the floor plan is the aerial panel itself. So you can move there, but you can also import a floor plan that would just show on top of the window here as a JPEG, and then click on the different parts, and you see the radar where you're currently looking at. So yeah, there's different options, and you can book immediately.
Yeah, so this is a more classical tour, I will say.
Yeah.
Like historically, virtual tours have been used for real estate and for tourism, but we are definitely moving to new industries like e-learning, industry 4.0, gamification. So these last two samples are actually the first ones that you will find in our website, in our samples page. I think they show the actual potential of this.
Okay, so this is the one I saw, where you're taking a class, and I think it asks you how many doctors or something.
It asks you a lot of questions. Some are related to media here, where you first have to watch a video and then reply. Let me just guess. I didn't even read it?
I think it's
Yeah, that
C.
was one.
Is it a B? I took that test, but I
It was
didn't know
B.
what
It
it was
was B.
asking because it was in
Yeah,
Spanish.
yeah.
Actually,
We have it in English as well. I think we translated it.
yeah, we did. It should be,
Should
but we have the
we?
browser in Spanish. So
Ah,
it's
yeah,
not
that's
showing
why
Spanish.
it's showing up.
But this is a combination of a hazard hunt, which is you have to find what is wrong. I mean, like this guy, for instance, doesn't have a cover in his feed, right?
Yeah, he's not.
Oh,
So it's a
oh,
combination of things. You have to find what is wrong, and you have to find, or you have to click on things
Yeah.
and get questions.
So the
So-
questions are
oh.
visible. You can see them here. You just click them and then you reply. But at the beginning, we had a little screen that said you also have some hazards hidden in the scene, and you have to find them and detect them, and you get points for every hazard that you found. And then these are like just normal questions with
So
a embedded
cool.
This is a
so you
360
can
video
actually
embedded.
watch.
Actually, this is very important. This is the type of facility where you cannot enter freely.
Yeah,
Like the conditions have to be very aseptic, and
yeah.
so it's really interesting that the students are able to take this kind of test online. And also there's something funny with this new proposal that we're offering with quizzing with a virtual tour in 360. What is happening is like people that get trained, because this is not only for learning, it's also for training, like safety at work, for
Yeah.
instance.
Mhm.
The problem that companies are having now is that the people don't want to leave the computers. They're playing and competing with each other to get the perfect score. That didn't happen with PDFs. That didn't happen
Yeah.
with PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got feedback. It was amazing. People were like, before we couldn't get people into the training sessions and they didn't want to do it. And now it's because it's a game
Yeah,
essentially now.
exactly.
Like, people, get out. You have to work. You're done. You learned everything.
I can totally see that. Like, find all the things wrong, and if you can't find it, like, there's just the one that nobody has found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can battle your bosses and things like that. So you're like, I beat my boss. I found one of them.
Yeah. So, from my understanding, e-learning, virtual e-learning is really taking off right now. So, this is
Yeah.
terrific.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, the numbers that we are getting, especially with the pandemic right now, it's crazy how that has taken off in industry, industrial applications.
Yeah, there's so many reasons. Like, I had teachers who, when I was at Matterport, would contact me and say, I want to write quizzes for my children, my students. And now that
Yeah.
it's all virtual learning, this would be fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
This
Yeah.
example, you can include 3D models, for instance. This is very, I mean, the mask thing is really, what's it?
Handy right now.
Yeah, exactly, handy right now. So yeah, I mean, the potential of e-learning in virtual tours is huge.
Uh-huh.
We love it. I think it's a
And
door.
also, maybe what's interesting about this tour, or any tour really, is that right now this tour for us is showing, most of it is showing in Spanish, but it's a multi-language tour. So that means if you have your browser in English, you will see that tour in English actually. So it's the same virtual tour, and depending on who opens it and from where, it shows in one language or the other.
Yeah, because when I did it, part of it was in English,
Yeah,
but some of the questions were in Spanish.
yeah. Maybe we didn't
I
translate
think
all of
we
them.
didn't, yeah, actually, all of them, but yeah.
That's
So this
so
is
cool.
one sample. Another sample that is actually has a lot of hits is this
You have to
one.
turn off the sound.
Oh, wow. It said click to
So-
play. So this is a game?
This is
Yeah.
Call of Duty with the real people.
That's actually us.
This is
What?
yeah, I mean,
Wait, what?
every
The whole company. Well, not the whole, but all people in that video are from the company.
This is the graphic designer, for instance, here. This one here was me. I mean, yeah, we always try to make the samples ourselves. We learn a lot, and we also have.
That's me actually. Over there.
Oh, there's somebody there.
Yeah, so you can see this is approaching, and bye, Larry.
So what's
Boom.
the point? That you have to shoot the people as you find them?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically, yeah,
This
you have to
was
shoot
just-
before you
Whoa.
see they hit the computer.
Now we got hit.
So it's we're trying to show
That was basically, I mean, it's a very brutal example in this case, but it's to show that you can have two dual scores. So I get one score that goes forwards when I hit people, targets, which can be anything. It obviously shouldn't be people. But I also have a secondary score that goes backwards and deducts points when I get shot. When I'm not quick enough in finding things and clicking on them, then I get deducted points because I get hit.
And
Pretty much like paintball.
This is a good sample to show a lot of things, like like Larissa said, the skin capabilities of 3DVista. I mean, this is, well, it's actually pretty crazy. If you see all the elements we have transparencies, we have scores, we have panels, and you can do pretty much everything.
So this is entirely done in the software. There's no like external element or an external, the skin is completely done in 3DVista.
This is something, guys, you have to see live. I mean, you have to click on the sample and play, because probably in the screen sharing it's not going to look too good.
So by skins, you mean like all the things you've put up on the screen, like the
Yeah.
scores
The
and then
graphical-
the outline of the mask?
Exactly.
Basically anything that's not stuck to the panorama. So anything that stays on top of float. Yeah.
Yeah, I recently did a TikTok video and wanted to put a timer on, and I had to do that.
Ah.
Oh my God, that was so hard to figure out.
Well, at least you know how to figure out TikTok.
Sort of.
We're told for that. I'm told for TikTok already.
Okay, so this is cool. I saw this. So if you...
Yeah, this is a classical, we call it animated panorama.
So this is, as you can see, it's a still panorama because otherwise these people would be crazy still. So it's just a photo. And once you click on this person, this part is becoming a video, an integrated video.
So cool. That guy comes to life and starts talking to you.
Yeah, gives you the explanation.
That's so weird. It's like a 3D pano that comes to life.
Yeah, I mean, the advantage over 360 video is that actually you can have really good quality in the panorama itself. I mean, you can have a gigapano if you want, and then just have a piece of video on top. And you don't have to be downloading gigas, like if it was a video, right? So it's a combination. And yeah, this store is, I think it's perfect for this sample. It's a perfume store. And this guy is explaining how do you actually make the perfumes with the extracts and all that. It's a good sample for e-commerce and for...
Yes.
Yeah.
I've actually seen people who set up storefronts that are completely like, they don't really exist in life. They set them up, they look like this, they do the video, and then they tear them down, and then they use this to sell. So you could buy the stuff right from here, right?
We have a lot of customers that do just that. They don't have a physical place anymore. They create the store if it's with renders, or they rent it for a week and kind of just put their merchandise in there, and then they sell immediately, like directly from inside the virtual tour.
Yeah.
So you don't need a physical store anymore.
And there's another sample that maybe is interesting. It's a virtual staging sample. We actually created this this scene, this room, completely in 3D. This is not real. And what we did is that we created the room with furniture and without furniture. So you can see here that you can
Which
change.
actually is funny. Maybe we can do a little quiz with everyone that's watching. There's something in this room that's off. So if you know what it is, comment. Can you comment under your video, Dee?
Yeah, okay. So what
you think is wrong
We'll give you a little discount
No.
for this stuff. If you go.
Okay, so they have to find something that's wrong with this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this room. Yeah.
I mean, not wrong in a sense of like technology.
Architecturally
Yes.
wrong.
That maybe we gave away too much.
Maybe. Yeah. So, and this is the idea is to show that you can actually have elements. I mean, this is very simple, but imagine that you can have different material in the floor. You can have different furniture.
So you can, wherever you're looking, if I switch from furnished to unfurnished, it will just stick watching into that direction rather than loading the complete panorama again.
You can actually click on the furniture and get a 3D model and a purchase button.
Yeah, let me do that.
So this is a sample of how to integrate again e-commerce in the tour.
Oh, so Adam Guthridge said no door to leave. Is that it?
Damn,
Well, that was fast.
yeah.
That was fast.
Yeah.
So 3D
So, yeah,
Pro, 360 Pros is watching, who's a good friend of mine. And they said hi to you.
Hi.
So yeah, I mean, this is a little glimpse of what you can create with our software. We have to tell you, people are creating much better samples than what
People are surprising us. Like sometimes they would do things that we're like, how did they do that?
Yeah, I saw some examples that Kevin Dole, shout out to Kevin. He's done some amazing work. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, some users are. There's actually one Mr. User. Everybody's trying to know who it is. He created an amazing virtual tour. Everybody's posting in our Facebook group, like I don't know how many times the sample has been posted, asking who created this. We want to hire you.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. So what's his name?
We don't know.
We don't know.
That's the thing.
Well, what's his name on Facebook?
No, he's not. I don't think he's on Facebook. Somebody just took the link. They found the tour online, saw that it's our technology, and were like, "Who did that tour?" And nobody ever replied. So.
And it happened several times. Like different users came with the same sample. Hey, we need to know who created this one. We want to hire you. And it's funny, nobody's replying. So it's a Mr. User. If you're listening or watching, please
contact.
Enter the group in Facebook and please.
We want to hire you.
We have to solve this mystery, so you have to give me that link too, and I'll post it.
Yeah.
We're going to solve this problem.
Absolutely.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. So the website for you guys is 3DVista.com. So that's the number 3, the letter D, Vista.com.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about pricing.
Yeah, well, our model is a little bit different to what is out there. We believe in a one-time for life fee. I mean, you buy the software and you have a license that you can use forever. And of course, we're going to be upgrading the software and adding new features. So you have 1 year for free that includes all those features that come that time.
So basically, it's $4.99 for a license. Forever. You can create as many virtual tours as you want with that. And it also, like Jose said, it includes already 1 year of upgrades. And upgrades they're not updates, which updates are always for free and you always get fixes and everything. But upgrades are completely new features that would normally go, say, into a new software version. So if you want to buy a new software version, you would also pay, say, a certain amount, right? So that first year, any new function or feature will be included, and you can keep that forever. You can use it forever, and after that year, you can either purchase another year full of upgrades, so anything that we develop throughout that next year will all be yours forever. Or you don't have to. You can skip a year. You can use the software as it was 1 year after you purchased it forever without ever paying $1 again or €1. Or you can buy after 4 years and buy those upgrades. So whenever you see that there's a feature that is really interesting to you, you can decide to buy it then. So it's really flexible. And you can host on your own service, which is very interesting for a lot of customers because of reasons or because they already have their trustworthy kind of hosting service. So you can host either with us
more
or
important, you own the tour. Yeah. You own it forever. I mean, you can host it in your server. We don't host it, or we host it for you. You own the tour. If you cancel the subscription, you still have the tour in your hard drive that you can post anywhere, right? That's not the case with other companies, other models.
Yeah.
You mean the
hosting?
So it's cool. It's $4.99 one-time fee, which is about $40 a month, and there's a lot of virtual tour companies out there that are charging that. That's like the minimum, right?
If you think about
and unlimited forever. You pay once. That's it. You're done.
Yeah. And the feedback that we get is that most of our users, they kind of get the return on that already with their first drop. So with the quality content that you can create, you can charge much more than what you're paying to us one-time payment. And people use our software sometimes, I don't know, we have customers that have been using it for 5 years, for 10 years. And imagine they just paid €500 one-time payment and they've been really getting a bang for their buck.
Yeah. So the price is right. It's a good product. It does a lot. So do you want to talk a little bit about the video, the live where you can talk to somebody else? I don't know what you guys call it.
All right. We didn't talk about that.
We didn't actually.
That's a new feature actually, which that would be something if you purchase the software like 2 years ago, that would be something that would be in the upgrades. So if you want that, you're either already subscribed to those upgrades for 150 euros for 1 year, everything that gets launched in that year. And yeah, or you purchase that feature particularly. And basically what that does is there's an option that you can enable in our program that lets you log in as a host and open a channel where other people can dial in and get onto a live guided session with you. So it's not screen sharing, it's the actual virtual tour that everybody is seeing. So if I'm, say, a realtor and I'm asking all of my clients to dial in, they're seeing the actual virtual tour, which means there's no latency, there's no kind of stuck images. They see the true thing, the real thing, and they see me on the top right. You can see here there's, this is a professor actually. So you can, like a Zoom meeting, you can talk, I can navigate, and the other people see where I'm navigating. I can have them take over control. So they show me, let's go over there, what is this and that? And I see their screen. So there's different modes up here, as you can see. And it's a really, really handy feature, especially now that you probably not everyone can show everything. Like open houses are difficult right now. So yeah, it came in really handy.
This is not the screen sharing. Yeah. This is totally different. And you're seeing the actual tour in the highest quality possible. The videos are there in highest quality possible. It's not a screen sharing thing. We want to stress that because some people get confused and it's not that.
Yeah. It's basically a Zoom call integrated into the virtual tour.
Yeah. And so this is virtual open houses you can do.
Yeah, yeah. And what's interesting about that is we had that on our development list for a long time. And then when the pandemic came around, we were like, this needs to be released right now. Yep. So we kind of our development schedule completely and pushed a couple of things to the end of this year or next year even, in order to prioritize this, and we launched it as fast as we could. And in fact, we launched it that fast that we couldn't keep up with kind of announcing it, with creating like marketing materials. So some people don't know that we have that. Yeah, we still need to develop or to create the tutorial for that. With we have like a rough post that explains how to use it, but we do want to make a video with all of the different modes and things. So our developers were that fast that we couldn't keep up with the kind of promotion side.
The story of 3DVista lately, yeah.
I think you have that problem a lot. You've got really good developers and they're just churning this stuff out, which is why you've gotten where you've gotten. So
yeah. No,
we believe in our product, and
and we want to deliver and give everything we have to our users as fast as possible, and we cannot keep up with marketing. I mean, that's the truth. No, let's be honest.
At least we don't promise things that we don't have. We deliver things that we don't announce.
Yes. Unlike some people who announced virtual staging and then never did it. They announced it. They didn't realize that technology-wise they couldn't do it.
They couldn't do it.
And that's the worst thing, right?
That's dangerous.
Right. Yeah.
So the other thing that I really like about your company is that the two of you are so heavily engaged, and you both have a pulse on the community, on your users. Your user base is one of the largest ones I've seen. And I think that's really good because you two are driving the direction, of where the company's going. So you're in tune with what people want. You're not out there creating something that you have just created in your own mind, which I think can be the downfall of a lot of companies.
Yeah, so I mean, some people get surprised when Jose, being the CEO of the company, replies to some of the support emails, but that's actually one of the important parts for him, because that way he knows exactly what is going on, what people are asking for, what people don't understand, features that they don't find in the software. So he knows, he has a really good picture of what's going on in the community, in the user base, and he makes his decisions based on that. So he's the visionary of where the software should go, and he needs that knowledge to decide what to prioritize, where to go, in which direction, what to improve, and things like that. So that's really, really important.
No, it is. For us, it's key. I mean, to get the feedback directly from the users, that's gold for us. I mean, for us, product and community are the priorities, on top of profit, I would say. And that's why, as Larissa said, we actually do the support ourselves.
Yeah.
It's not a secret, really.
Yeah. So yeah, I did get that from speaking with you two, that you're really involved with the community, your customers, and it's not about just putting something out there making a lot of money. And I think that's
Yeah.
terrific. I mean, this
Definitely.
comes from your heart. This is your
It's our
baby.
baby.
It's
Yeah.
his baby,
It's
yeah.
our baby, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's cool. Okay, we have a question here. 360 Pros, Boris, who's the owner of that. I don't know if this is Boris or the other person. Um,
Mhm.
so the cost to do the upgrade, can you buy just a single update in and of itself? I didn't catch the price for the updates after the first year.
So, like we said, the first year is included in those 500 euros or dollars. And after that, you would buy for 149 euros or dollars, you get 12 more months. So, in the moment that you buy for the next 12 months, any feature that we launch, you will get. And you will get it forever. So, if you don't pay any other upgrade after that year, you will still keep all of those features, obviously. So, you purchase them for life, so to say. But it's always 149 euros or dollars for the next 12 months.
Yeah. So it's either you can pay either in dollars or euros, and it's the
No,
same.
no, I was about to say
sorry.
that. Actually, the upgrades are only in euros.
Oh,
Especially
euros.
now with the dollar going so down, for us, it's
The software itself, so the 500, that's in euros or dollars, depending on where you live. But yeah, the
But the
upgrades are
upgrade
just
is
euros.
in euros. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay, $150 every time you want to upgrade, and that includes then all features in the following 12-month period.
Yeah,
Mhm.
are yours forever.
But it's euros, not dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like the idea that it's forever. I like the idea that you can self-host. I just recently, like I was telling you, had a customer that's looking for self-hosting, so this product would be an excellent tool for him.
Mhm.
Yeah, 149 euros.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
So if you have any other questions, go ahead and type them into the chat, and we'll be more than happy to answer them. If we don't get to you before we sign out, then we'll answer them offline as well. But yeah, okay. So is there anything else that we need to cover?
Mm,
Let me see. What else was there?
not really. I mean, I think it's
We have
pretty
some
basic.
exciting new things on the
Coming.
development schedule that we can't share details
No,
of.
no, please don't, because the
strategic
forum is going to be on
reasons.
fire. Asking
Yes.
when.
So we will have Larissa and Jose back in maybe like 6 months when they've got
We'll
a
do that, yeah.
whole new host of things that's coming that is
Yeah.
really
We'll
exciting.
be glad to tell you. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, so keep a lookout for them to come back, and I'm happy to keep having you come as much as you need whenever you have these new features, because I think that's
Thanks.
terrific.
It's very nice chatting to you, Dee.
Yeah. All right. Well, yes. Can you do call outs and heat map?
Actually, we are, well, we're going to give you some news. Next week, we are releasing advanced analytics. It's only 1 week, we can say that.
He promised me he wouldn't say dates.
No, I mean, it's going to be in beta status, in beta phase.
Okay.
But, we have advanced analytics for those tools hosted in our hosting service.
Uh-huh.
And you can pretty much track anything, and it includes heat maps.
Oh.
So that one we have it. Yeah, callouts are gonna come too, but I'm not gonna say any date.
But I think, aren't there some callouts in the market already?
Yeah, but it's a different way of callout. I mean, we have already a market. Actually, the market is that's maybe something we should say. We have our own market.
A marketplace where our users can sell. So if they create a skin in our software, they can export that skin and they can sell it to other people with the functions already implemented and things. So there's a very active marketplace where people buy and sell. If it's like entire skins or just individual buttons, music.
Yeah, that's cool.
windows,
Yeah. So where do you go to look at those? The skins that you can buy?
That's market.3dvista.com.
Market.3dvista.com. Okay.
Yeah.
We
So
have to tell you some users, some authors, some creators are actually making 4 figures every month. So it's also interesting from a business point of view for creators. Just leave it there.
Okay. And so here's another question. Will advanced analytics be available for self-hosting after the beta is done?
right now you have to use Google Analytics or other systems. This is gonna be something that works with our tours. We need to have the tours hosted in our service in order to be able to track those advanced analytics that we have.
Okay, perfect. Wow. So there's so much more. I'll put the link to that marketplace because I think that's a great way. It's a great way for people to share and save a lot of
Yeah.
people some time if somebody's created something that's really cool, right? I think that's a great thing. Cool.
No, I think
Wow.
our community is unbelievable. We are so proud.
Such a great
The
community.
community we
like,
have is unbelievable, really.
You
yeah.
do.
Really.
You have a large customer base.
Yeah,
You
I
have
was
a
gonna
lot of
say
fans.
with the community that big, it's surprising that we don't have like any very, very like hater people. We have
Yeah.
such a nice and helpful community. They're great.
We really feel like a family. Still, I don't know. We'll see when it grows a lot if it's out of control. But right now, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, who doesn't love the two of you? I have to say
I can
that.
tell you
very public.
a few names. I can tell you.
Well, the two of you have been so much fun. Like this has been a great interview. I've enjoyed you, and I'm going to keep
Thank
you.
you.
I'm going to keep you to your word. I'm going to make you come back in 6 months and do this again. So yeah, this has
Okay.
been terrific. I've learned a lot. I hope everybody watching has as well. This has been Capture the World with Dee. Please stay safe. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys.